Hi guys, welcome to day 24 of my series 35 Years in 35 Days. I so much appreciate you being here with me, many of you from day one. I also appreciate the question that I was asked yesterday by my friend John Matthews. John wanted to know how I felt about the digital revolution when it first came out. Was I skeptical? Was I all in? Well, the truth of the matter, both. The very first job that I did with a digital camera was a wedding. Can you believe that? I went to a wedding with a digital camera for the very first time, an event that you can't screw up. Well, I also had my film cameras with me as well, just in case I didn't like the digital experiment. But the truth is, I loved it. I could shoot all day long without worrying about how many exposures I had on the roll of film, changing rolls of film. I think at that wedding I shot somewhere around 800 images versus the 240 images I would have shot if I had used film. So that was something that really launched me. In fact, I've never ever shot a roll of film since. Can you believe that? I mean, yeah, I loved it. Now, there's some pros to digital photography and digital equipment, and there's also some cons. These are my personal opinions, but I'm going to share them with you anyway. Here are the pros. One, unlimited shots with practically no cost. Okay? Take the picture. Look on the back of the camera. You like it? Keep it. You don't like it? Delete it. You can do that all day long. Two, the digital file also means digital manipulation. What does that mean? Well, in previous videos I showed you Adobe Lightroom and Adobe Photoshop. Two very powerful software programs that I use to process the images so that they turn out the way my eye saw them when I took the picture. Great, great program. And I can do that a lot more effectively, a lot more efficiently, and with a lot less cost than I could in a darkroom. Also, the other thing is it's much, much lighter. Digital cameras are much lighter than the professional monsters that I used to have. There's also another thing, zoom lenses. Now, the old film cameras that I used, are called prime lenses, and that means that a 50mm lens was a 50mm lens. An 85 was an 85. Now, with the digital, I can use zoom lenses. I've got several, some that are 28 to 120, some that are 170 to 500, and so you can zoom in action very, very easily. Now, there's pros and cons to that too. The prime lenses are much sharper and much better lenses, and I use them a lot. Then the sixth thing, storage. Okay, what is storage? Well, I used to have filing cabinets and boxes filled with negatives and proofs from customers throughout the years. In fact, in the attic upstairs, there are boxes upon boxes upon boxes of clients' records and files that we're storing on negative. Okay? With digital, I can actually buy a 1 terabyte hard drive for $89 and store tens of thousands of images on there, all high resolution. That's convenient. Now, some of the cons. Okay? Digital photography, I mean, you can pick up a nice camera and lens for $500. So that means there's easy access into this profession. Now, I can buy a stethoscope, but that doesn't make me a doctor. And you can buy a camera, that doesn't make you a professional. And in my own humble opinion, I have to say there's a lot of people out there posing as professional photographers that shouldn't be. And the crime of it all is that so many people look at their work. You see it on Facebook all the time. Oh, love it. Love, 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 love. Oh, amazing. No, it's not. It's garbage. Compositionally, it's bad. Lighting, it's bad. Expression is bad. I mean, there's no craftsmanship there. And I take that personally because, look, 35 years. I have spent a small fortune in equipment and in education getting my craft to a level where I'm proud of the quality of my work. And I want people that come into this profession to also be proud of that and to endeavor to get better, not just, claim to be a professional because they can afford $500 to buy the equipment. Told you, personal opinion. Okay, the other thing is, with the digital cameras, auto. Everything is auto. You're never going to learn how to use your camera or why the camera produces particular results unless you take it off auto and put it on manual. And a lot of people don't. They stick it on auto, they go click, 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 click. You get this average light reading, you get everything, and then you wonder why, well, that doesn't look anything like what I wanted to photograph. Well, get it off manual. Learn how to use your camera, and you'll get much, much better pictures. The other thing is kind of a sentimental thing. I miss being in the darkroom. I miss the wonder of watching an image come up as it develops. It goes from white paper and all of a sudden you start to see the image form. I miss the smell of fixer, which is how you finish the print so that when you turn the lights on it doesn't turn black. Anyway, I'm going to share one more thing about digital that I love. One, it's the portability of it is great. I probably wouldn't bring my heavy-duty film cameras up into the Adirondack wilderness with me. But the digital cameras, I feel quite secure in doing that. And in this last image that I want to show you, this was on a trip that I took, a canoe trip in Canada. And my two buddies, after lunch, we saw a moose come down on the other side of this river flow, and they wanted to get closer with the picture. So they had these Instamatic type cameras with a fixed lens. I had my zoom lens so that I could get in there real quick. And I'm taking this photograph and I'm just shaking with laughter because at any minute I could see that moose, who was pregnant by the way, charging these two guys and seeing these guys just flying out of the boat. Anyway, I had to share that with you. There's a lot of great things about digital, and I love the technology and I love the possibility of what's next. So thanks for joining me for Day 24. What's next for us is Day 25. And if you've got some questions, if there's something that you'd like to know about photography or something you'd like to learn, ask me the question. I'll be happy to answer it. Take care, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.